What's going on, guys? Round8 Games here with more of the Lies of P demo. Last episode we made our way to, at the start of the episode we made our way to the hotel, which is like the main hub area of the game, and started making our way through the city a little bit to find our maker Geppetto. And we do have quite a lot of upgrade materials at the moment, so I'll quickly go back to Hotel Kratz and spend those. It does seem like a lot of the larger enemies do reward quite a lot of upgrade materials, which is quite good. Definitely makes it worthwhile taking them on and makes it feel satisfying defeating them.
I'll use my power.
It is a little bit annoying having to come back. I thought we would have been able to afford more upgrades. But I've just noticed if you look on the top right, we are slightly heavy, so our health will come back slower. Not our health, sorry, our stamina will come back slower. So even with that equipped, unequipped, we're still slightly heavy. But if we change our build around a little bit, we can get back to a lightweight. But yeah, it definitely seems like this game takes a lot of elements from different soulslikes. Obviously you have the ability to regain health that you lose through blocking, a bit like Bloodborne. There's the sort of stagger mechanics similar to Bloodborne and Sekiro, and yeah, it seems to pull from quite a few different inspirations. But I definitely wouldn't say this game is Bloodborne 2. A lot of people said it is, mainly because it looks quite atmospheric in the trailers. But yeah, Bloodborne 2 is not, unfortunately. So you can see against mechanical enemies, this weapon does do quite well. But we don't get, because it defeats them quite quickly, we don't get much health back through our block. And we also take quite a lot of damage through our block. That charging attack these guys have is quite a high damaging attack, so definitely one to watch out for.
Wait, I can sense something strange. Jeepers! Is that a butterfly?
So these are basically like the crystal lizards of the game. And if they do despawn after a certain amount of time, and if they do, you can just save and quit or rest at the nearest stargazer, and then they should come back. You can see as well this weapon doesn't seem to have very high durability, which is a bit of a shame. I was hoping to knock him all the way down there. But we got another note. Not going to worry too much about these. There is a very loud cat here as well for some reason. Seems like he fell down. So yeah, we'll go make our way down here. And again, this is another optional area. So it's quite an interesting weapon, this one, but I feel like our stats just aren't sort of best suited to make use of it. So these things are basically like landmines, and yeah, you can target them, and they only take one hit to destroy. They leave a little shock field, quite useful for helping you defeat some enemies, like we just used it there. But we've got another item we can equip. I'm going to just change our weapon back to the weapon we were using before. And this, I'd say, is very much worth equipping. Just because it's not much heavier, but seems to have quite a lot of stat increases. So yeah, if you compare it to our previous one, it's better in every area except from just the weight. So seeing as we're not at full health, but we only have one heal left, again I recommend using the last heal, because then you can work on getting that heal back as soon as possible. It's nice that the noise for getting your heal back is very loud as well. Means that there's no mistaking it. But yeah, that's that little side area completed, and all the loot I've been able to find here. So we'll go up this other ladder and lead us straight back to where that very loud cat was. They are really cool looking environments. I do like the art direction of the game. So you can see that everyone here in this next area is a lunatic, so we definitely can't trust them. That message did disappear by itself, so I didn't cancel it.
My poor baby. Oh. This must be your first time in the petrification disease quarantine zone. For most people, this is their last stop. You are a good Samaritan for coming all the way here. I'm one. May I ask you a favor? My family took my baby from me and sent me here. They said it was for my own good, but it was heartless just the same. A baby must be with its mother. Please go to Quart City Hall and bring me my baby. Please, thank you so much, kind one. I can finally see my sweet Elena's face again. Please hurry. Hard scales spreading across my eyes before I lose my sight. Please.
She said the baby was at City Hall. Should we check it out? I hope everybody's safe.
So you can see generally sort of comments about side quests and he'll pop up a bit later talking about it when we get to completing her side quest, or at least completing it in the demo. So is this enemy here, very similar to the one that we faced in the starting area, but this one is a lot more aggressive and it has a lot more health as well. Definitely gave me a lot of trouble first time I played through the demo. So you missed a perfect block there, but I'll meet you back at this guy in a second. So yeah, it was a little bit annoying how we died last time. We did miss out our chance to stagger him, and if we staggered him and got our critical attack off, we probably would have got our heal back as well. Might have even won the fight. Thankfully we managed to just about squeeze out that fight, and you can see you can actually stagger them by getting perfect blocks, but thankfully this guy doesn't respawn, so we haven't got to worry about killing him again. Not looking too great for health, but we almost got our first heal back, so I'll carry on for now, see how we do. Well, we did get his weapon, and as you can see it's a little bit better strength scaling but worse dexterity scaling, or motivity and technique, so it's a bit more suited for a strength build. But the special abilities has a good heavy big forward slash for its blade ability, and then got an ability to buff your next attack for its handed ability. So I'll switch over to this weapon very quickly. It looks like we're slightly heavy again. So we change our defense part, and this weapon's quite cool, but it does seem to have very short range, which is a bit annoying. But here's a note here that looks like it's from one of the patients that are ill in the area, and yeah, it doesn't seem to be having too good of a time. And here's just what we saw earlier, talking about people being a bit crazy, which is not very good. Sounds kind of harsh. So if we come this way, here's a shortcut in the area we took the ladder down to. So he got a heal back, but still managed to die. I'll meet you back here in a sec. So yeah, we got back to where we were before. One thing that I will say about the perfect block mechanic is it does seem that you need to block a little bit earlier than it feels like you should. But yeah, it's a very specific timing. Now, as you can see, we broke his weapon, which is what I was trying to show off earlier, and it will shorten his reach and mean he does a lot less damage if he does hit you. Still block him. Really cool mechanic, I do like it. It'd be interesting to see if you can do it to some of the bosses. And we managed to get destroyed again. I really don't like this club weapon, so I'm going to switch back to the weapon we were using before. Yeah, those enemies, if they enter that guard sort of pose, probably shouldn't attack them because they tend to do a lot of counters, and because you're in a stagger animation where they blocked it, you then can't block their next attack. But yeah, I'll meet you guys back where we just were. Something else about the blocking as well is if there's two attacks in quick succession, it seems like you need to hold down the block button. If you perfect block one, you should perfect block the other. That's what it seems like though. But something that you might have seen just there is if you kill an enemy that you've got locked, and then there's a slight delay before it switches over to the next enemy and you actually block their attacks, which can be a little bit annoying. Again, it's one of the reasons why I think the combat sort of falls apart when there's multiple enemies, but I'm hoping there'll be more mechanics as you play through the game that help solve these issues. Not doing too well against these guys at the moment. Yeah, last time I played through, I got them down quite well and got their timings, worked out their timings quite well. This is another shortcut. It's a bit strange that there's two shortcuts so close together, but I guess the gate sort of shows off that side area you can explore in case you missed it before. Just resting at the Stargazer. Let's get our heals back. And just going to switch over to another weapon quickly. Again, we're slightly heavy. Don't mind being slightly heavy for the meantime, just to show off this weapon. Just going to let them pass us. Yeah, the big sword's got quite a nice moveset. The R1 is a stab and then a sweep, and then the R2 is a sweep and then a stab. And if you hold the R2, it's a nice quick 2 rapid hits. There's Benigni's repair tools. I don't think I showed those off earlier when I found some. And that's basically just a rapid repair for your weapon instead of having to use your arm to repair it. So here we've got another sort of boss fight type enemies.
Come out, Geppetto! You've got a lot to answer for! You know what caused the puppet frenzy, don't you? You're their maker, practically their father! You and the alchemist scheming together. Tell me the truth! What's your problem? I'm here for the old man, get lost. Wait, I know you. Or more like, I know what you are. You're the devil's puppet. You can't sneak past me. Die!
managing to get quite a lot of damage on us. One thing that is annoying with the combat is it seems like enemies have a lot more stagger on you than you do on them. I'm gonna die here.
This time it's destroyed for sure.
But yeah, this guy, if you can manage to break his weapon, then he's not much of a threat, so I recommend doing that if you can.
You can't sneak past me! Die!
Still didn't manage to get the stagger off there. Seems to be being quite aggressive this time.
I'll kill you both, then string you up
Finally managed to get it off. Finally managed to get him down. Very aggressive enemy. That is something that I do notice, is that some of the mechanics don't really lend themselves to how the enemy's designed in some ways, but when the combat works really well, it's really fun. I'm hoping a lot of it be able to polished up between now and release, because obviously this is an early build of the game, but you can see we finally met our maker.
Finally, we meet, son.
It's a dream come true. Seeing you like this,
I understand why some people despise me. I invented the puppets, after all. I should take responsibility as their maker. But in order for me to do that, I need to take care of the puppets at City Hall. Won't you help me, son? Take this. You'll find it most useful.
So you can see we've got some costumes there. We also got an Enigma assembly tool, and again, like I said earlier, all the pop-ups seem to only be on screen for a couple of seconds, which is a bit annoying. So we've got some more upgrade materials. The Enigma assembly tool allows us to change our weapon blades and handles, so you can have some interesting combinations. So you can have the handle, you can have whatever blade you want of the weapon, and then it will actually take on the moveset of the handle. So something that I've seen quite a lot of people do online, and Fighting Cowboy showcased in his video, is he had the electric mace with the handle of the rapier. So it means you've got a big, heavy, smashy weapon, but it has the moveset of a sort of pokey dagger. So I might show that off if I have time. But yeah, it seems like it'd be quite interesting in the main game. Potentially a lot of different combinations for you to pick from, which is quite a cool mechanic. And we've got some more costume items as well. So we got the costume of the guy we just defeated. Then we also got the City Hall key, which will allow us to carry on.
I want to hear all about your experiences, but now isn't a good time. Use the Stalker's key to open the bridge door. Then get rid of the frenzied puppets that have seized City Hall. We'll catch up at Hotel Krat when you're done.
So yeah, that'll wrap this episode up here though. I was hoping to get finished this episode, but we died quite a few more times than I liked, and the demo was a little bit longer than I remembered, which, not complaining about, gives you a bit more time to experience the game. But yeah, I'll go back to Hotel Krat and meet you guys there next episode, do some levelling up and mess around with our weapons a little bit. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the series so far and liking what the game has to offer, and I'll catch you guys in the next episodes.